Adam Smith, a philosopher and economist from Scotland. Timeline: June 5, 1723 to July 17, 1790. Adam Smith was a Scottish political economist and philosopher who was instrumental in the rise of classical liberalism in Scotland. Adam Smith is a towering figure in the history of economic thought. He was a key figure during the Scottish Enlightenment, which was characterized by an outpouring of intellectual and scientific accomplishments. He has become famous by his influential book named The Wealth of Nations that was published in 1776. The book rendered great help to scholars and diplomats in their work on economics. He was seen by some as the father of economics or the father of capitalism. Smith was the son of the Comptroller of the Customs at Kirkcaldy, Fife, Scotland. The exact date of his birth is unknown. However, he was baptized at Kirkcaldy on June 5, 1723, his father having died some 6 months previously. Adam Smith entered the Glasgow University at the age of 15 to study moral philosophy, and then went on to undertake his postgraduate studies at Oxford. After his education at Glasgow and Oxford universities, respectively, Smith began delivering public lectures in 1748 at the University of Edinburgh. In 1751, Smith was appointed Professor of Logic at Glasgow University, transferring in 1752 to the chair of moral philosophy. His theory of moral sentiments was published in 1759, embodying some of his Glasgow lectures. This work was concerned with how human morality depends on sympathy between agent and spectator, or the individual and other members of society. Smith defined mutual sympathy as the basis of moral sentiments. Following the publication of the theory of moral sentiments, Smith became so popular that many wealthy students left their schools in other countries to enroll at Glasgow to learn under Smith. In 1766, he started his work on the wealth of nations, which took him 10 years to complete. He believed in time factor for making wealth. He drew his conclusion that political interference hinders the free flow of trade and commerce. For him, money was a means to commerce, not wealth in itself. For him, competition in trade and commerce without outside interference was healthy for growth. Smith advocated the free working of individual enterprise rather than the protectionism of mercantile system. In 1778, he was appointed to a comfortable post as Commissioner of Customs in Scotland and went to live with his mother in Edinburgh. He died there on July 17, 1790, after a painful illness. He had apparently devoted a considerable part of his income to numerous secret acts of charity. Smith was in favor of increasing the production of England, but in the ensuing century, big landlords and feudal lords posed many obstacles in industrial development. Smith's later works came under scathing research and critical appraisal, but his Wealth of Nations remains a classic in the field of economics. The Wealth of Nations has become so influential since it did so much to create the subject of political economy and develop it into an autonomous systematic discipline. In the Western world, it is the most influential book on the subject ever published. It was a searching analysis of division of labor, money, prices, wages, and means of distribution. It had marked influence in political circle throughout the Western world. I hope you liked the video. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when I add more such videos. Bye for now.